Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. So, first of all, I feel great. Thank you for those of you who are praying for me and that kind of thing. I could still use a couple more, for continued healing and lessening of pain. But honestly, I'm about at 80% right now, which is pretty good compared to where I was. So, thank you. And maybe it's just in time. My eyes are good too. I can see very far, very well. I think I'm at 20/20 now. It's going to get a little bit better, they say. And I'm only using drops once or twice a day, a drop in each eye. I use them as needed. So the dry eye thing isn't really there so much. And again, just in time. North Korea just launched very recently, within the last hour, a ballistic missile. It landed, evidently. All reports are subject to change when they first come out, right? But I'm just getting what I got. It landed in the Japanese exclusive economic zone, which means, that's an area that they kind of assert their rights to. It's not technically in Japan. It landed in the ocean. A ballistic missile, we don't know what kind it was yet, but it was probably like a Nodong or something, which is basically a Scud missile, and it comes down. It, in and of itself, not such a big deal. The missile, I guess it was launched at night from a mobile launcher. Here's what I think. The U.S. has basically said, no more, no more. Russia and China have, been working their magic, their mojo man on North Korea, and we've kind of been letting them do that. Obviously, it ain't working. It ain't gonna work. Reports just came out recently that, within a year, they're gonna have the capability to put nukes on precision missiles and launch them. Whether that's true or not, who knows? But the reports came out for a reason. No more threatening, posturing, or anything is gonna work. So the Trump administration, who is leading this thing, is either gonna have to kick this thing off, or they might as well go home. Because they're not impressing anybody with 3 aircraft carrier task forces or groups or whatever they call them off the coast of North Korea if they don't use them. They're not stopping North Korea from doing anything. North Korea's like, hey, y'all do out there whatever you want in the ocean. Have fun. Watch this. So here's what I think. And Japan called an emergency conference, and South Korea's in conference. It's almost dawn on the Korean Peninsula. The U.S. typically likes to attack at night. We own the night. We're going to want to take out, if we attack them, we're going to want to take out their air defense and offensive air capabilities first while we do everything else. And we do that best at night. So I think that we are either going to hit them in less than 24 hours. Meaning it's about to be sunrise there, give them 12 hours of daylight, give them a couple hours of darkness to let people kind of get settled in, and we're probably going to want to use most of the hours of darkness to do what we want to do. So, yeah, 14, 15 hours from now, you may see sparks flying on the North Korean peninsula. If we don't, I'm going to quit focusing so much on North Korea. Because I think if we don't hit them, we're not going to hit them. And we're just wah, 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 wah. Here's another reason I think we may hit them. It'll be a great distraction from what's going on. Flynn, General Flynn, it looks like he's getting ready to make a plea deal with Mueller. That will probably be bad for the Trump administration. I'm not saying catastrophic bad, but it'll probably be bad. And, I'm thinking, as the administration, let's divert some attention to something else. Let's give the people something else to focus on, something bigger. So yeah, that's what I think. I think in the next 18 hours, we could be mixing it up with North Korea. Here's what I recommend. In about half an hour, and probably by the time I get this up, 15 minutes, about 1 o'clock Central Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 1300, 1400. The White House spokesperson, Sarah Huckabee, or is it Sanders? She's a Huckabee, though. I think it's Sarah Huckabee Sanders, whatever. She'll be speaking. I will try to watch it. We should be able to get something maybe from the tone of her message on what we're going to do. I'm sure she'll lead with it when she speaks. So that's coming up pretty soon. You can find that on YouTube on like the White House channel. I'm subscribed to it. If something amazing happens after that, I'll come back on. But my wife and I actually have a date coming up this afternoon, so maybe not. But that's what I recommend you watch. For those of you on Twitter or in the Twitter sphere, try to monitor some things on that. Not people, not even people like me, real things like, you know, government tweets and what people are saying North Korea, South Korea and Japanese government and militaries are doing. Keep your eyes open for that. Don't expect to see any movement of military forces in the United States. We've got everything we need over there right now. I mean, if we're going to go, we're going to go. And if we're not, then I don't think we're going to. I don't think we're serious. But I think there's a good chance in the next 24 hours we could have a lot of interesting things going on. Here's something about North Korea that I'll say, and then I want to get off so that I can get this thing posted. It takes me a little while. North Korea has an incredible amount of artillery, cannons, that shoot really far and shoot things that go boom, really big, within range of the DMZ. So they can shell Seoul, which is a mega city. You know, it's one of the mega cities of the world. They can bring artillery fire down onto Seoul. And all their stuff is hidden in mountains, in like tunnels. They come out, shoot, and go back in. Very hard for us to hit and destroy. North Korea also has huge stockpiles of chemical and biological weapons, which we think they probably intend to use if they fight. There could be a lot of dead people in the next 48 hours. Brace yourself, think about things, and then again, nothing could happen. I'm not trying to do fear porn. I am not. I'm just reading what I'm seeing, and I'm saying here's what I think is possibly going to happen. And I'm giving it a 70% chance that we will be blowing stuff up in North Korea before 24 hours is up. And if we don't, then I'm giving us a 70% chance that we're not going to do anything until they actually hit Americans and, you know, or kill people first, which would be a shame. I'm a little guy. You know, people meet me and go, wow, I thought you were 6'5". You know, I'm only 5'9.5". And so my whole life, I've been trained to hit first, right? You know, I don't want to get in a fight with a big old dude and let him hit me about 3 or 4 times first. I'm a first striker. And so I don't like getting hit first. I don't like getting hit first as an American. If I think somebody's going to hit us as an American, I say, let's go hit them first. Let's fight on our terms in their space, not their terms in our space. So that's what I think. Keep your head on a swivel, keep your fingers out there, and go ahead and let's start toning down the links again. You guys got a little bit crazy. You can just put information in there. You know, you don't need to put links. We trust you. If you read something, write it in there. All right. I'll see you out there.